Hello everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up from Ohio, and I'm coming to bring you a little Funfold card. Very simple, very good way to use DSP. So I'm going to be bringing that to you, and I hope that you enjoy it. But first of all, let me set up my iPad real quick. I just want to make sure that you guys are in focus. When I go to turn my camera around, we're ready. But how exciting today is for Stampin' Up! In the Stampin' Up! World, we brought out our new catalog today. It got to debut. Everybody can see it. I hope you all have copies in your hands. If you do not, I would love to be able to send you a copy. All you have to do is put a comment in the section below the video, or email me at ritaholmes0611@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to do that for you. We have a couple great big things going on. One of the big things is the starter kit. If you've never thought about becoming a demonstrator because you don't want to start a business, it's okay. The starter kit is one of the biggest values. This is one of the best promotions that they have done in a long time, especially concerning that. So what I want to do is I want to tell you about it. I think I might have a paper over here about it, do I? Or do I not? Yeah, I do. So when I flip my camera down, I will tell you more about it and show you. But what it is for $99, you get to pick out $125 worth of product out of the current catalogs, which would be the catalog that starts today, plus the mini catalog that ends in June. Those are our two main catalogs right now, or current catalogs that you can pick out stuff from. And besides that, they are going to give everyone that signs up this month, it ends May 31st, it goes from today to May 31st, and they are going to be giving everybody a pack of the in-color grid paper. It'll have 5 of each of the colors. It's paper that you can put down and you can use to stamp one without getting your area messy. You get a pack of the 8.5 by 11 cardstock that has all the colors in it. I think it's like 4 pieces of each color, so you'll be able to get a pack and see which ones you really like and what you would like to order more of on that. You will also get, here's the biggest thing, you will get 1 of every color. You'll get all 5 stamp pads. Plus you will get the designer series paper, the 6x6 in the 5 colors, and you get 4 of each. 4 or 8. I think it's 8 of each color. I think it's a pack of 40. I'll look that up for you. But anyway, that is the starter kit, and it's $99 plus shipping. I mean, plus tax. You don't have to pay shipping on it either. You get free shipping. You get all this free stuff. So it's over a $200 value for $99. So I wanted to tell you, in case anybody has thought about it, you can become a hobbyist, which means you just buy for yourself, as long as you meet the minimums quarterly. You know, you could have a friend maybe that sells stamping, or that likes to stamp in that, and you two could do orders together and meet your minimums that way. You don't have to count it as a business. You know, if you're just really doing it for yourself, you're just doing it as a hobbyist. We've had people, we call them kidnappers, and they get it, and you know, they'll get their kit, and then they either decide not to go any further, which is okay. You've bought your kit, you're fine. Or you move on and stay with it, say as a hobbyist, or say, hey, maybe I can make some money at this. I'll try to do this. But there is ways that you can make money. You know, it just depends on how you want to work it as a business, on what you get out of it. But the deal is really good. So if you are interested in that, you don't have a demonstrator to go to for that, please let me know and I'll help you. You'll be on my team, which you would get help with that. And I have a good upline that helps also with her second line, which would be you. So you'd have people there to answer your questions and do all that too, if you needed that. We don't bug you. If, you say, I'm here to do this and just, let me glide on through, we'll let you do that until you need to come to us or whatever you want to do. So I want to tell you about that. And the next thing is our paper pumpkin kit that's coming out in May. You get it. You can sign up at mypaperpumpkin.com. And again, if you don't have a demonstrator, just if it asks you who your demonstrator is, if you'll put my name in, leave the Weigel out, just put Rita Holmes from Ohio. That would be great. But what you get in this kit, it's going to feature all the in colors, plus everybody that buys a kit in May gets their names in for it's called a golden voucher, which is going to be a certificate worth of $25. I think it's $25 of free product. So it'll be like a gift certificate. It'll be a voucher to use at Stampin' Up. So, and that's coming from Stampin' Up. It's not something I'm doing. It's something that's going to be done through any demonstrator. Anybody that joins Paper Pumpkin by May 10th will have their name in for a drawing for that. So I did want to tell you about that. If you wanted to sign up for that, it's the same thing as if you signing up as for the starter kit, is to contact me through email or to contact me in the comments. Leave your info, your email address and everything, and I'll get back with you. Okay, now we're going to get on with a little bit of other business before I go on. I know I'm talking a lot before I do my video, but there was a lot going on today, and I hope you've all seen the new catalog. If you haven't, I have a YouTube video out there that I did today, and it's the 2022-23 catalog with some fun statistics. I'm going to tell you the statistics as far as that goes of what I found in this new catalog. And if you have the catalog, everything that's new has a little reddish pink little square with an N in the middle, means new. So that is all your new stuff. There are 28 new bundles in this catalog, 22 with dies, 6 with punches, and there are 16 new single die sets besides what are in bundles. So these are like single die sets that aren't connected to a specific bundle. There is 10 new suites, and the suites is all inclusive. It has your paper, your stamp set, your dies, and usually it'll have like an embellishment or something like that in it. And there's 10 new of those that you can buy everything together, or they offer it as just the stamps and the dies or whatever as a bundle in that too. There are 36 new stamp sets that are not in a bundle, so you can buy singly if you're not into buying dies or anything like that. There's a lot of stamp sets like that. There's only one new punch besides the punches that come with that you can bundle. There's 7 if you count it that way, but there's one that's singly by itself. And there's 8 new embossing folders. There's 6 new specialty papers, 3 new boxes and bags that you can buy, for treat bags or boxes or whatever. 13 new embellishment packs, 11 new ribbons, 9 new 6x6 DSPs, 11 new 12x12 DSPs. And then I picked out some of my favorite. And when I flip that, I'm just going to show you real quick what my favorite things were out of the catalog so far. That means it's stuff I bought, stuff I've worked with, or whatever, and that I really, really like. So let's get on. I'm going to show you the card that we're going to do. I'm going to show you the sets that I like out of the catalog, and we'll go from there. The card I'm doing is really, really fast and simple, so we're not going to spend a lot of time stamping or anything, okay? Let me flip you around, which means I have to stand up to do this. And you have to get dizzy by looking at my... Oh, I already have it down on the card. That was a good thing. So let's put this out of the way. Move my phone over. Sorry, my hand's in the way. And I think I'll bring that down just a hair so that you'll be able to see a little bit better. This is my card we're doing. And I call it a DSP, let me see what I called it. DSP card front with a flap fold. And what it is you have this little flap. It says, hello there, to a friend who's all kinds of wonderful. And then the card opens for you to write a message inside, or you can stamp something else, sign your name. So we've decorated that. It takes one piece of DSP, or take a 12 by 12 and cut it into 4 pieces. You have 4 cards. So I am going to show you that real quick, and then I will show you my 3 favorites out of the catalog. So what we're going to do here, let me show you what I used. I used the Nature's Prints. I used the Hello There, because I didn't do a lot of stamping, just the words. And I used the Wisteria Wishes for To a Friend Who's All Kinds of Wonderful. That's on the back of here. I used the Natural Prints dies, which goes with this set right here. And I used the label right here. And if you notice on here, let me get it out. The label has what looks like what would be an oval in here. So I took this, it's called All That Dies. It's in with the masculine set that is new in the catalog. And it's called All That Dies. And I took this oval right here, which will fit right in the center of here. So I thought that made a cute tag. So we are going to be using those together. I'm going to show you how to cut your DSP up. We'll get this stuff out of the way. I also used these embellishments, and I can't think of what they're called. But anyway, they're the raised iridescent embellishments. And I have over here, I have my PDF. And with my PDF, I showed you the card closed, the flap open, then the inside, and what the paper looks like when you cut your 6 by 6 inch piece up. Tells you all what I used and has all the details about the cutting right here. You can pick that up over at my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP, under the file section. And the file is named the same as what I named the card. So it'd be the DSP card front flap fold. Card front flap fold. That's it. Here is all of my information. I didn't pull this down, which has my online store, my email, my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, and my May host code. If you want to, you can take a screenshot of that so that you'll have these if you'd like to order from me. The different ways to get a hold of me. You're more than welcome to join my Facebook group. And I do videos there every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to leave that there for a second while I get my paper ready. And the first thing I'm going to do is take a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of thick basic white cardstock. And I'm going to fold that in half. I didn't score it this time. I'm actually getting ready for my open house for my catalog debut. Be Thursday in my home. So I'm actually getting ready for that. So I've been forgetting to do a few little things. This is a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of gray granite, which will fit right here. So let's set that to the side because that's what we're going to be using. What we're going to do right now, I'm going to move this. You had time to screenshot it or write down anything you needed. So we're going to move it out of our way. And I am going to bring in a ruler. This is 6 by 6. I have a see-through ruler that I really love. It's an Olfa ruler, which is a lot of quilting supplies. But what I'm going to do is I am going to bring this up, and I just, instead of going from the end, that way I have enough to hold on to on each end, I just put it up close. And I am going to take a pencil, and I am going to mark a 1/2 inch in from each side. So I'm going to mark this right here. And I have to make sure I make good marks because the paper is so dark. So I did that. I'm going to slide it down, making sure I have it even again. And I am going to mark it at the 6 inch mark, which will be the center of the paper. These are great rulers for this because you can see through it real well. The one goes all the way to the end. You don't have that little piece there to where you have to make up. So when you're doing this, you're going to get a true 6-inch. And that, so anyway, that's the ruler that I use. Now I'm going to bring in the paper trimmer. And when I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this triangle out, and I'll have these 2 pieces left. One of these pieces I put on the inside. So we won't get that. I just marked on my wall because I had my pencil sticking out. Forevermore, huh? Okay, I'm looking to see where my 1/2-inch mark is. It's right there. I'm going to bring my 6-inch, it's the 3-inch mark because it's the center of the 6-inch piece of paper. And my 1/2-inch mark here. And I'm putting that right in the cutting groove of my paper trimmer. I'm going to put this down and I'm going to slice that. So there's one piece off. I'm going to bring the other side in and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line that mark up with my center, making sure I have both of them. I'm going to close it and I'm going to cut that off. And there we go. So we have 2 sides right here. And I did the same video this morning for my Facebook video. I am going to take and I am going to just erase this little mark down here because you can still see it. I want to get that off of there a little bit. Okay, but what I had was one of my, she's actually a downline of mine. When she actually put this will go right here in the center here. So I made that 5. And then we're going to bring this over as a flat. But I'm going to leave a little bit of the mat showing right there. So it looks like it's matted on here. But what she did is she took these pieces that fit here. She actually flipped them and put one on one side and one on the other. And she trimmed it up and made it like that instead of having it plain cardstock, which looked really, really pretty too. So these would be like here. This one would be up here. And I think she actually pushed that all the way up because it would be easier to trim these 2 pieces. And then she had this on the fold. But anyway, since I don't have my directions that way, I am going to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right about where I want it, which will leave my standard mat over there. And I'm going to bring this up. You could score it. You would come from this end to down here and score it like right at 3 1/4 and have a little score line there. I didn't do that. I just brought it up, left a little bit of a border there, and folded that good. And there it gave me a little bit of a base. So we've got that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to leave my flap closed because I know this is the part I want glue on. So I'm going to bring my glue in. Whoops, unscrewing the wrong end. I'm going to bring my glue in. And just mark this. And try to get that on there straight. And there we go. So we have that on, and then this is going to be our flip. Now we're going to put this on our card, and we're going to put it with the flap here on your left side so you can open it up like you do a normal card. Let's go ahead and glue that down. So we'll glue that down really well. And I forgot, while I had my paper trimmer out, what I did for the inside is I took my side that I'm going to be using to go here, and I'm going to take and trim it at 5.5. And the reason why I'm trimming off of the fat side, so it leaves more paper showing. So let's do that and throw this away. And we're going to glue that to the inside of our card. I hope I took that off of the right side. If not, we're going to turn it over. I did. Okay, so we're just going to glue that right in here. Okay, let's do that real quick. And that way we're utilizing most of our paper from our 6x6 piece. This is a great way to use if you have a lot of 6x6 papers that you're just not using, they're not going anywhere, but you're not getting rid of. This is a great way to use that. It's just, so we got that on the center. There we go. We've got this done. I'm going to fold that again. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these two in, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp both of them with the Night of Navy. This morning when I opened this, I popped the whole thing apart. You should have seen me trying to get it back together. That was fun. So I'm going to take and I'm going to stamp hello there on this one. And then I'm going to stamp the to a friend who's all kinds of wonderful. I had to think about what that said again. So let me bring that down just a little bit so I can see it. What's nice about these, you can go ahead and cut them and stamp them. There was plenty of room for that. So I'm going to let that ink dry for just a second. So I'll bring these two in. This one I'm going to put on with some dimensionals on the front. The other one I will just glue on so it'll stay flat when it's closed. So we'll just put 2 dimensionals on here. And if I can get them pulled up, we'll be doing good. There we go. So since this has like this oval curve in here, I just kind of put this down into that oval curve. Trying to center it in there. See if I can get that up. Move that down just a hair. There we go. We have that one ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one in, and I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of it because it's going to be flat. We don't want it making that flap not stay down. So I just added some glue in there. Trying to pick it up without getting my hands in the glue. And then we're just going to also put this in that little oval shape. Like that. So we're going to glue this one on first. And I'm going to put the glue to right about here where that oval starts. Because I don't want it to be... I don't want to put too much glue down that it's not going to, that it's going to stick out over that. So I have that on there. I'm going to bring that in over here. And I'm going to add it to my card. Let's open it. Make sure I don't have glue sticking out. I have just a little tiny piece right here. This morning I did that perfect. Not so tonight because when I'm with you guys, I always have to use my glue eraser. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open that, and I'm going to line this up with this tag so it won't be seen except for when you open the card. So let's go ahead and add some glue. We want it to stay down good since it is a flap. So I'm just going to line this up with the tag that's on here. I try to line up this end. Then I'll bring it around to close it and see what we have here, just to make sure. And then we just rub it a little bit. And that's our done card, except for embellishments. And let's put a few of these on here and call it a day. I started to do this video about 4 hours ago, and our electric went out. Well, no, it was actually 5.5 hours ago. And our electric went out and stayed out for 4 hours. So we had a bad storm come through, and I can't get, this one wants to just slide on me. Come on. These bigger ones are hard to get off sometimes. Just drives me crazy. I should just take the other tool and use it, but I like that side best. So there we go. We have some jewels on it just to kind of perk it up a little bit. And we have our flap that opens this way. And then our card that opens this way. So that is my card for tonight. It's very simple. It's a great way to use 6x6 DSP if you have a lot of that. Or a lot of 12x12 that you're not using. You can cut up into 6x6 pieces and use that also. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And I hope to be back with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.